I'm such a sucker for a specialist, whether it's a style bender specialist or a striking specialist or a Damian Maia specialist. I love watching the guys that are like at the tip of the ability in whatever their discipline is.
And style bender, man, he seems to be getting better every time.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, for him, it was just avoiding takedowns. Like he was so high level as a kickboxer. He's so clever. Like he's like, in my opinion, probably the very best in the sport at setting traps.
Yeah,
he'll like gauge you, see what you're doing, then he'll switch stances.
He's getting some information.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's not random, and I like the way he deals with the takedowns. I mean, he knows where he's safe and where he's not. You don't see that he's panicking. He's like, yeah, it's a minute, let this cook a minute. But
yeah,
I seen what this attempt looks like. I see what this one looks like. I'm walking it through. All right, now my party's gonna start.
Yeah.
His guy, I talked to one of his guys he trains with. I was refereeing some fights in China, and it's one of the guys he trains with in New Zealand. And this guy was telling me so much and showing me different things about angles they do and things that they set up in their striking that I never knew or thought about. And this was before I saw him start fighting in UFC. Everybody was aware of him, but he hadn't been in the UFC yet. And man, these guys are really smart. The techniques, like this sport is growing so much, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when you're seeing like really high level, super technical strikers like him, like who's a world class. I mean, as good. He easily could be world champion in many organizations as a kickboxer. To see him now in the UFC and see guys having to deal with that, it's like, oh. Okay, this like the Anderson fight's a great example. We know how great Anderson is. Yeah. And he still looked pretty good against Stylebender, but you could see why Stylebender was special in that fight. Yeah. He had like another level of trickery. Yeah. You know?
And I mean, and stuff John Jones is doing. Yeah. But so you can't call him a specialist because, man, he does so many different styles, everything. Right? It's really like a kung fu movie, right? Where he changed styles.
Yeah.
And then they do something,
Yeah. Well, John's such a good kicker too. I mean, that's interesting that he started out as a wrestler because like how much of his style now is kicking you. It's a giant part of his game, his utilization of those long ass legs.
Right, and it's interesting like how much time it looks like he's getting information a lot, right? Yep. And then all of a sudden, then when he shifts gears, it's like, okay, I've gotten a lot of information. And here's what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah.
He's gonna fight Thiago Santos, right?
Yeah.
Oof. That guy goes for broke. I mean, he goes for broke. It's interesting to watch him fight because you want to talk about like a wild, reckless dude. Like Santos is dangerous. I mean, John Jones should and probably will be a heavy favorite, but Santos. He throws some haymakers. No, it's a great fight to watch. Yeah, that guy's gonna go out on a shield.
No, he puts pressure. I think the interesting thing about for me, what's interesting when I watch any of the heavier guys fight is like, they really have to understand where they're safe and where they're not. That's something that John does really good. Yeah, how to be in the pocket in the places where he's safe and knowing where. Yeah.
He's the best ever at utilizing his reach. Like no one's ever been better at controlling reach and then never letting a guy reset. When guys try to reset, bam, he kicks him. Bam, he kicks him again. Bam, he kicks him again. He's like he knows when you're trying to get comfortable, when you're trying to settle in, and that's when he kicks you. Like it's almost like he senses it and he just starts battering you. Like he sees like no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks. Like the
Speaking
Anthony
of no
Smith.
breaks, what about Max Holloway?
Oh, dude, he's the king of no breaks. He can no breaks with Max Holloway. There's no breaks.
Oh,
he
man.
He just pours it on you. He just keeps coming.
Yeah.